Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Success Point to Compete. Today we are going to learn about executive. So first we will look the meaning of executive. The word executive means a body of persons that looks after the implementation of rules and regulations in actual practice. So it is one of the organ of government that primarily looks after the function of implementation and administration. We know that there are three organs of government in India, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. There are two parts of executive in India. The first one is union executive and state executive. The union executive is mentioned from Article 52 to 78. The union executive of Indian polity is a part of the political executive that comprises three important posts. The first one is president, mentioned from Article 52 to 62 in the Indian Constitution. Second one is prime minister and council of ministers, mentioned in Article 74, 75 and 78. Third one is Attorney General of India, mentioned in Article 76 of the Indian Constitution. We will learn about this post individually later in the subsequent videos. Okay. The second part is a state executive, mentioned from Article 153 to 167. The state executive of Indian polity is also a part of the political executive that comprises three important posts. The first one is governor, mentioned from Article 153 to 161. Second is chief minister and council of ministers, mentioned from Article 164 to 167. Third one is advocate general of a state, mentioned in Article 165 and 177. Next one is principal functions of the executive. So it is the branch of government responsible for the implementation of laws and policies adopted by the legislatures. We know that legislatures make laws and executive branch is execute all that policies and laws. Okay, the executive is often involved in framing of policies. Bills are always presented by the prime minister and council of ministers in the parliament, so they are involved in framing of policies. It preserves and defends the integrity and unity of the country. It also formulates the foreign policy of the state and conduct foreign relations. It has power to reduce, impose or eliminate tax. The executive makes all major appointments. It appoints judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, chairmen and members of the Union Public, Air Force and Navy, etc. On the advice of the Prime Minister, the President appoints all these posts. Okay. The next one is types of executive. So normally there are three types of executive systems that is based on the principle of collective leadership. So it has two types. First one is parliamentary executive and second one is semi-presidential system. So in parliamentary executive that India have, in this system, usually the head of the government is prime minister. Prime minister is the leader of the majority party in the legislature. He is accountable to the legislature. The head of the state may be a monarch or president, but the president is ceremonial executive only, like in India. Okay. The examples of parliamentary executive is Germany, Japan, India, etc. The second one is semi-presidential system. In this system, president is the head of the state, prime minister is the head of the government. Prime minister and his council of ministers are responsible to legislature. Its example is Russia. The third one is a system that is based on individual leadership, that is the presidential system. In this system, president is the head of the state, president is also the head of the government. Usually, president is directly elected by the people. Like in USA, he is not accountable to legislatures. It means he is head of the state, he is the head of the government, he has all the powers, but he is not accountable to legislatures. Okay. So thank you friends. This is for today. Wait for the next lectures.